Hello friends, we have with us Mr. Amol Arora. He is the MD of Shemrock and Shemford group of schools. Sir, how are you feeling to witness the New Normal Education Leadership Summit and award in Delhi?
So first of all, thank you for inviting me here, and I'm really happy to be here. It's an opportunity for me to give back to the community by sharing what I've been doing in my schools. I think it's also time well spent because I'm not only sharing, I'm also learning a lot. So there are so many amazing speakers, a lot of industry presentations where it helps you learn and grow as an individual, and it will surely help my schools. Of course, then you meet your fellow educators, and I think socialization is even more important, and we've realized how important those social friendships are, especially after 2 years of COVID, where last year your conference was all about masks and everything, and today it's so nice and relaxing. I think I was looking forward to meeting everybody, and everyone in the industry is over here today. So brilliant guys, work done there. And of course, in terms of your return on investment of time, I think the biggest one for me was that you guys have shortlisted some amazing vendors here. Their logos are over here. So, I think if those people who've not here, they should look at these logos and contact them, just Google them. I think what they've done really well is they've shortlisted some great products for schools and colleges as well. And in a short period of time, the reason why I came here was that in a short period of time, I can just find out partners that I feel are right for my school. I don't have to spend 2 hours with each company evaluating what is good and bad. Also, there are things that I was not even aware that existed. You can search for something on Google, theek hai mujhe ERP chahiye, I can Google it, but there are things I don't even know existed. So there was a payroll software automated for schools. I didn't know that, and a company which was doing that. So that's the best thing, that you are getting really updated with things. And I think it's very, very important for educators to take time out for a summit. I'm sure they'll do it again next year if you're missing out on Delhi. I think everyone should come here, and it's because you'll never be free in the school. School mein to obviously we are all busy. So please take this one day out to learn, refresh yourself, and I'm sure that will give you so much momentum for at least the next few months. So I think those of you who are watching the video could not be here, you missed out on something. Don't worry. Go on look at these companies later on, and next time get in touch with ArdorComm and get on their mailing list so that next time you don't miss this out. It's a day very well spent for me. I think it's one of the best investments of my time.
So how are you implementing NEP in your chain of schools?
See, NEP is a vision document. It's not a policy document. It's not something that progressive schools have not seen before. So it's something that I think we've already been doing it, and everyone's working on the same lines anyways. So this is nothing but an outlining. The advantage that NEP has given us for a school chain of schools who progress, it's not something where I said, oh wow, aisa bhi hona chahiye, oh experiential learning, oh children should enjoy learning. Oh, we already been doing this for many years. What really helped me, and I feel for the country, is that it has aligned everybody. Now everybody is saying NEP is the way forward, and yehi karna hai. So now when it comes to hiring teachers, hiring team members, we are all aligned as a country. Otherwise, I have a vision for my schools, and I want, which is children learn while having fun, they learn by hands-on learning, you have to use multiple ways of teaching, visual, auditory, kinesthetic learners. So we're doing all that. But then you get a teacher who doesn't understand this thing, not aware of this, maybe a school principal who's not aligned with what you want. She has her own philosophy, nahi, padhai to aise hoti hai. But now because of NEP, the whole country is aligned. And I think that's where the real value as this document has come. Now it comes to implementation. Governments have always been poor in implementation. Policy achhi ban jati hai, implementation hamesha government ki poor hai. We have to understand, this is what we work with. But I think it's a brilliant document, very well drafted. How well it gets implementation, in terms of, there are schools where there's one teacher for class 1 to 8, only one teacher teaching all subjects altogether. So wahan par kya NEP karoge aap, right? So we have, as a country, we have bigger problems than the NEP will solve. But I think it's a step in the right direction. I really appreciate this document. I think alignment is the biggest thing that has happened for me. And when I'm hiring now, I can see everybody's on the same page. Otherwise, it was a challenge to orient them to my vision. So I think that's where I think it's really.
How does teacher training play an important role in this?
So I think teacher training has always been, and I think a lot of people underestimate the value of teacher training because it comes down to a lot of who pays for that, right? Good quality training. One is just training, itne hours kar diya, samose khaye, form bhar diya, ho gaya tha teacher, CBSE ne manga. If you talk about genuine teacher training, I think a lot of entrepreneurs, school leaders tend to avoid investing in that. Why should I pay? Let the teacher pay. Teacher says, why should I? Mujhe kya padi hai? No? So I think, but I think we all have to understand that ultimately tools, technology, gadgets, building पे हम इतना पैसा खर्च करते हैं. What matters is what's happening in the classroom. And a good teacher, motivated, inspired, well aware of teaching techniques, which are low-cost teaching techniques, can do a much better job than a teacher sitting in a air-conditioned school, everything 5 stars, smart boards, ye wo, and she has no idea करना क्या है सब चीज़ों का. And how will this work? It is going to happen through training. And so training is an investment which I really feel sad that no one really values that. And I think that is very, very important. If I can be a bit positive on this, but I think because of COVID, I think it was a big shake-up for everybody that we need to change. And then everybody was investing, कैसे करना है, how online कैसे करना है. The same teacher would say, ये mouse इतना हिलाने पे कितना cursor हिलता है. The same teachers today are saying, oh sir, yes, I will use Google Classroom for this. Sir, Zoom पे meeting कर लेते हैं PTM. You can't, telling parents, you can't come today. कोई बात नहीं sir, हम Zoom पे कर लेते हैं PTM. So now that openness to learning has changed. Teachers realize that they may not have to depend on training if they want to survive as a professional. So now YouTube is a learning, is a platform for them. So now I'm seeing this change where teachers are saying, "Acha, mujhe nahi aata, I'll learn somewhere. I'll figure this out as well." So I think learners taking charge of their own learning is also happening. I'm seeing that, and that's a positive step. They're not dependent on a teacher training. एक program आएगा, उसमें 5 modules होंगे सुबह से शाम तक. Although I've seen still, even from the intent of leaders, formality करते हैं, even teachers also, they're just sitting their trainings, waiting for a certificate मिलेगा ना. The focus is on more on certification than learning. And I think it's sad, but I think the changes are happening. As and when people get a shock, like COVID did, people will change. So I think technology is going to be a big enabler of this change in the future.
Sir, you have been guiding and supporting us since the inception of the company, and today we are celebrating our 2nd anniversary. So any message for ArdorComm Media Group?
Oh, you guys are absolutely rocking. I mean, it never felt like I was supporting a startup because of the wealth of experience that Chandan and Ashish brought to the table, having been in the sector for so long. I mean, so for me, it was just natural that they have supported us in terms of, and whenever I could help them in any way, we've done that, been there, wherever they've called, we've been there. So congratulations on this big achievement. You do not look like a startup at all. You look like somebody who's a very well run organization, very well organized, very well, the marketing, the reach that you have. You have everything, and it's something brilliant that you've already achieved in a very short period of time. In fact, you told me 2 years. अच्छा 2 साल ही हुए हैं. I mean, you're like, the way your visibility is, and your team has done a great job in terms of your social media visibility, in terms of the industry visibility. So you've leveraged the physical relationships and the digital world very well, and I'm sure you're going to have big impact. And I thank you from the industry's point of view for getting us all together. अगर आप लोग नहीं करते, because I mean there's money involved, you have to somehow manage the finances, who pays, who doesn't pay, how do you attract the principals, how do you attract a vendor who will come because there's an audience. So ये सब चीज़ों को manage करना and manage it in a sustainable manner. I mean, one is कि कर दिया और पैसा चले गया, that's not sustainable, right? We as an industry, as sector, I would want you to be sustainable, to be profitable, to grow, and that your reach is not only maybe Delhi, smaller towns in future. I mean, I would want कि आप education पे इतने focused हो कि you're reaching out to small towns where they really strive for this kind of interactions. We are fortunate in Delhi to get this. So we really need you. The industry needs you. The country needs you. So keep up the good work. Congratulations on this milestone. It's a small one for now. I see you going long way forward. So this is just you opening your account. I think you're अभी centuries बनानी है आप लोगों ने तो.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. Thank you
so much.